And right now, here's what's happening live at Noggin.com.
Nogginmation Station.
Here are some of the spark patches you guys made.
What's on your noggin?
Hey, listen up. This is Darby.
And this is Dave. Can't see us? Don't worry. It's a good thing.
Especially in Dave's case.
Hey!
What Dave's trying to say is you can't see us because we host a radio show on your computer. It's called Radio Noggin.
And each week, we want to see, hear you. We're gonna play music and other stuff created by you at Noggin.com.
So log on anytime and make some noise with our sound tools. It's easy.
See with your ears, not your eyes. Let your imagination run wild.
Then, every week, check out a new episode of Radio Noggin. You could be part of the show.
And remember, you can't see me, so I can do anything I want. Woo-hoo!
Dave, I can see you.
Whoops.
Radio, Noggin.
Nogginmation. Change over time.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Nicky the Barber. I don't know if you know this, but every barber's got an inspiration. Here's a little poem about mine. I've been cutting noggins now for over 30 years, and I've seen a lot of changes in hair and fur and beards. But of all the changing hairstyles I've observed in my barber's seat, no noggins have changed more than the ones on Sesame Street. Take Oscar the Grouch, for instance. A better makeover I've never seen when he dyed his orange coif to a much more lovely green.
What do you know?
And Bob and Susan updated their dues as the years went by. And even once that guy to Count gave a new hairstyle a try. And Big Bird's crown of feathers wasn't always so poofy and elegant. And Gordon is constantly changing his beard, stash, and bouffant. How I love the changing locks and braids and fuzz on Sesame Street. That's why I watch it 3-4 times a day on Noggin with my grandkids, Annie and Lil Pete. And one last thing that you should know before my poem is over. Yes, me, Nicky the Barber, changed my hair to look like my pal Grover.
Grover.
Thanks a lot, Noggin.
I totally remember this.
We're gonna bring you the power. The Adventures of Letterman. Bigger than life. Is the spellbinder a changed man? Has he realized the errors of his ways? Is he done with evil doings? Let's see.
Would you like a flower?
Why, thank you, sir. What a nice man.
What a beautiful flower.
Well, it looks like our villain has reformed. Hey, wait a minute. What's he doing with his magic wand?
Well, then what about a shower?
Look, he's changed the FL in flower to SH in shower.
Life is a picnic. Oh.
I'm getting wet.
Run to the car.
Pick up the dishes.
Well, I guess our villain hasn't reformed.
You can bet your bottom letter I haven't.
Oh, is the picnic ruined? Are the sandwiches soggy? Is life a shower? Oh, where's Letterman? There he is. From out of a bush he comes, faster than a rolling O, stronger than Silent E, able to leap capital single bound. It's a word, it's a plan, it's Letterman.
I'm Letterman.
Taking the T from his varsity jersey, he changes the SH in shower to a T, making it tower.
Thank you, Letterman.
Thank you, Letterman.
Letterman.
Pop, can I have my sandwich back? Life is a tower.
Humbug!
Is life a tower? And are there apartments available in it? What will our evil villain do next? Well, tune in and see.
Whoa, deja vu. No, Deja Noggin. For more flashbacks of your favorite classic clips, keep watching Noggin. And keep watching Noggin. Did I just say that? Whoa, Deja Noggin.
Coming up next, 3, 2, 1 contact on Noggin.
This show was made by the Big Noggins at Sesame Workshop.
I'm very hungry too.
You're angry?
Oh, hi, Debbie.
Oh.
Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
Must be a good tape, Mary.
Huh?
Huh? Must be a good tape.
Oh, it's not a tape, it's a radio.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm really starving.
If you're really hungry, you should have one of those.
Hero?
A what?
Hero.
Hero. Oh. It's a huge sandwich.
Yeah, it's also a French word. Hero.
Yeah, but in English, we pronounce the H. Hero. How do you pronounce it in Spanish, Mary? Héroe. You sound just like David.
No, no. Mary's hero is very different from my hero.
Do you know what you want?
Yes, I'm going to take a roast beef hero.
Oui, monsieur.
Oh, you speak French.
No, I took a course last summer. I can't speak it, but I can recognize a few French words.
Go.
That's one roast beef. And you, mademoiselle?
I like a meatball héroe.
Oh, pardon. It's señorita.
That's good. You really recognize different languages.
It's nothing. Et tu?
I'll have a turkey and cheese hero.
Gotcha. Let's see. That's one roast beef hero, one meatball héroe, and a turkey and cheese hero.
That's great. How would you pronounce hero?
How would I say it? Hey, Eddie, that's 3 big boys for table 4.
Coming up.
When we meet and greet each other, there are signals we recognize. Your eyes, a smile, a wave, a wag, a rub, a hug, a kiss. When we meet and greet each other, there are signals we all know, even if you don't understand the words.
Konnichiwa. Hola. Yasu.
Assalamu alaikum.
Zdrasте. Namaste. Merhaba.
Cześć. Howdy.
You understand. Hello.
This is Alex. He's an African gray parrot. Alex is taking a break from his work at a university. Northwestern University in Illinois. What's a parrot doing at a university?
What do you want? You want to go chair?
Alex is being studied by Dr. Irene Pepperberg, an anthropologist. Dr. Pepperberg is experimenting to find out if Alex can understand the meanings of the words he says.
Does he know what it is?
Mm-hmm. He has a label for it.
Come on, tell me what's here. War. Good boy. That's right. That's right. For a parrot, chewing apart a piece of wood is a lot of fun. And he gets the wood as his reward so that there's the closest possible association between the object and its label.
What do you mean the label?
Okay, he identified the object. He gave a name to the object we were handing him. And that's what we call labeling. So he used the human term to identify the object.
Alex says, I want, whenever he wants to tell us he wants something. Does that mean he's using our language?
Not really. It does mean that he's learned how to communicate with us.
What's the difference?
Okay, the difference is that, for example, if he really had language, he would be able to take a bunch of different sentences and recombine them to express new thoughts. So he would have a sentence like, I'm Alex, I like chocolate, and that's a donut. And then he would say, Alex wants a chocolate donut. All right? That would be a language in the sense of being really able to recombine a lot of different phrases. What he can do is a simple form of language, which is knowing that there's a phrase, I want, and knowing that there's a bunch of different objects that can be put in the slot that follows I want.
I want blank.
That's right, that's right. And that means that he can communicate his wants to us, but it's not as complex as language.
What's this, Alex? Look.
Banary.
What's banary? This is an apple.
Okay, that's Alex's label for the object. Okay, he made that one up by himself. This time we were training him to say apple, and he'd begun to say a little puh noise, and then all of a sudden he looks at it and he says, I want banary. And at the time, the labels in his vocabulary for fruits were banana, cherry, and grape.
Banary is a combination between banana and cherry.
Right, and at the time the apple was red, so it made a lot more sense than for the green one.
Like a big cherry.
That's right, which tasted a little bit like a banana.
Wow. How many different words can he say?
Okay, he has a vocabulary of 30 labels for objects. He knows 6 colors, 5 shapes. He can identify quantities up to 6. And he has functional use of phrases like come here and no, and I want this or want to go there, where this and there are actually appropriate labels. So like when he was requesting I want walnut, he can put any of those 30 different objects in the slot where walnut was. I'm going to see if he can show you that he understands concepts, okay? And we're going to try a little test, and if he does it correctly, I'll explain what we're about. Hey, come on.
What do you mean concepts?
Okay, let's see if he'll do this first. Come on, Alex, look. Can you tell me what's different? Want to taste? Tell me what's different. Okay? Can you tell me what's different?
So you're asking him what's different between the two objects?
That's correct. Tell me what's different.
Color.
Good parrot.
Color.
That's right.
There is a difference between these objects, and the only difference between them, you see they're the same material, and they're the same shape. The only difference is their color.
Oh.
So this is a further concept than just simply knowing that, say, orange is a color.
He understands the quality of color.
Correct. Well, one of the things we're trying to figure out is whether he can learn to use English vocalizations to identify different objects, and then once he has a certain vocabulary of English labels, we can then figure out if he can use these to understand concepts, such as categories, in terms of like different colors, what is a color, whether objects that vary with respect to color or shape have particular aspects still in common, and things like that.
How does that help you understand about the bird's use of language?
Because we're using English to somehow figure out what is going on when he thinks about these colors and shapes and materials. Obviously, in the wild, he has to have some knowledge, say, of colors or knowledge of same and different, so that he knows that if this berry was red at this time and it tasted good, another berry that's red at another time is going to taste good as well.
Because it's the same, and it has the same qualities, the same color, the same shape.
And the same flavor, probably. Hey, what's different? Come on, what's different?
What's different?
What's different?
Shape.
Good birdie.
Shape.
You're a good parrot.
So he understands the concept of same and different.
Right, and this means that we can now, in the laboratory, get actual data on what's happening.
Because he can communicate with you in some way.
That's correct. That's correct, yeah. And we're not sure what an animal's concept of number is in the wild. And we're not sure that they need it in the wild. But what we've been able to show is that he can identify